Yeah, there is a role. There's a role for the federal government. I put on the floor of the Senate the Justice Act, which was drafted largely by Tim Scott, my Republican colleague from South Carolina, an African American himself, who's experienced the kind of extra suspicion that African Americans are frequently given. He crafted a bill that we thought made a lot of sense. I put it on the floor of the Senate. We couldn't get a single Democrat to even let us take it up and debate it and amend it. So here was another example of how Democrats in the Congress the last few months have not wanted anything to succeed. They've been slow walking everything that comes up, either by the House, putting up totally outrageous proposals, or Senate Democrats slow walking efforts to get an outcome. So I think what's happened here, which is not uncommon in proximity to the election, our Democratic friends just simply don't want anything to occur that gets an actual outcome and a presidential signature.
Time, Senator. Lieutenant Colonel McGrath, a rebuttal?
I mean, you're hearing it all night long. More excuses. He's not just a member of the Senate. He's the Senate Majority Leader, and he still can't get it done. We know we need reforms. And I also want to work on not just criminal justice reform, but there are real inequities in this country. We have a $20 billion gap between majority white schools and majority non-white schools in this country. In Kentucky, we have 2.5 times the rate. Black Kentuckians are dying at 2.5 times the rate of white Kentuckians. We've got to fix these things. We've got to be serious about them.
Time, Senator.
Yeah, I'm glad she brought up the fact that I'm the majority leader. If she goes to Washington, the first vote she'll cast in the Senate is to make Chuck Schumer from New York the majority leader, transferring the influence and power that Kentucky has now, because I'm one of the 4 leaders not from New York or California, to New York, further degrading Kentucky's influence in Washington, making it less likely Kentucky gets preferential treatment like it frequently does as a result of my being in the position I'm in.
Okay.
That's what voting for her means, taking the majority leader title away from Kentucky and giving it to New York.
We here in Kentucky know better, okay? Senator McConnell likes to talk about his clout and power. Meanwhile, co-pays are up. The price of prescription medication has gone up. The price of insurance has gone up. The price of housing has gone up. Our people with pre-existing conditions are about ready to be thrown off their health care right now. We have the worst economy since the Great Depression, the worst job losses since the Great Recession. We have the highest cancer rates in the country, highest rates of diabetes. Senator McConnell's clout is literally killing us in Kentucky.
Senator McConnell, additional response?
Yeah, I mean, I used my clout to help our state. Let's take coal, for example. Barack Obama destroyed the coal industry, completely destroyed it. And so I'm dealing with the collateral damage. Ask Cecil Roberts, the head of the United Mine Workers. I'd produced both guaranteed health care benefits and pension benefits from coal miners, and am delivering retraining dollars so they can get new jobs to be employed once again. That's how I use the clout I have to help Kentucky.